Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Gods Will Be Watching. This is the Gactus 7 mission. It's our first crack at it. I want to see if maybe we can talk to Brandon if I click on myself. Shoot air, remember passwords. Okay, well, we'll try remembering passwords here. We don't know any of them yet. Can I speak to Brandon? Brandon's our AI. Doesn't appear so. Maybe if I click on something up here. No. What about the Medusa virus? Shoot the Medusa virus? That seems like a bad idea. Eddie, can we talk to him? No. I'm just trying to see if there's any free information here. Claire. No. Frank. No. I was thinking maybe Shaman. He's like a special character. Nope. Or Wooter. No. Okay. So we're on our own here. Now we learned something about this mission from Brandon before we started. Oxygen will go down every turn, as will the number of people that will die on Gactus 7. Well, that'll go up, I guess. This is the current population. It's like 400 million. Wait, 4 billion? 40 billion? It's hard for me to parse the number of zeros there. It's a lot with a 4 in front of it. We have to get their passwords, which requires us to get their willpower down to 0. Now, when we started, Sergeant Burden said, I know I can make Wooter talk with 2 swift kicks. I want to try that. What if we just come over here immediately and hit Wooter? So we have to get all 4 passwords before the oxygen runs out and they die. They can't rebel either. Alright, so Rebellion's gone up. 1 person died. The empathy report. Rebellion's getting a little higher here. Let's hit him again and see what happens. Rebellion's gone up. Oxygen's gone down. Wooter's in 47%. Let's talk to them. Let's threaten them. Someone tell me a password or I'll pull the trigger. Let's execute, see what happens. Alright. Let's lower morale. I haven't really gotten any further along here, though. I need to get 4 passwords. 1, 2, 3, 4. The old man is Ford. His morale's pretty high. Claire's is low. So Claire, we're gonna... well, let's try persuasion. This is just our learning process. You've been lucky to be on this side of the fight, but what about all the people who just happen to be born on Gactus 7? Do you really think all the inhabitants of Gactus 7 are heartless slavers? Are you willing to just eradicate a whole planet just for their predominant culture? Think about it, Claire. How many supporters of your cause are you killing? It could have been your family down there if Liam hadn't come along and found you. She said, ... It can't be helped. This is fate. Maybe I'll die happy knowing that my death is setting the foundation of a new world. I'll gladly sacrifice my life for that purpose any day. We have truly exhausted all of our options, Abraham. Or maybe Liam just got tired of being on the losing side. So her morale went down. I think Rebellion also went down. What about Eddie? Is Eddie just a child? If I hit him, this will probably raise Rebellion, but lower morale. Oh, yep, that's enough. Let's take him down, whatever the cost. Yeah, okay. Probably should not execute the child or kill the child right off the bat. My attitude has been violent. Let's try again. All right. There was some dialogue there. I should look at that next time because it seems like it's revealing the story a little bit. Let's see what happens if we shoot the air. All right, willpower actually went up a little bit, but rebellion went down. What if we... let's not threaten Eddie right off the bat. I still like the idea of going over to Wooter here. Hey, do you really want to be responsible for the deaths of so many? And you? You don't look like any kind of saint to me. What's the difference between you and me? The death tolls? The meaning of their deaths? Just leave me alone. Oh, he, or she got very perturbed by that. Not a big fan. Let's try it again. Let's persuade them. Don't make me do this, kid. Tell me your password and you'll make it out of this. And don't do it because I'm threatening you. Do it because of how the Constellar Federation will hunt your ass down if you go through with this. The same goes for you, man. Do you enjoy being the hero that much? Why don't you just go live on a wealthy planet and enjoy your slaves? Damn, kid. They're only guaranteed to give up their password when their morale goes to 0. Wonder what happens if we offer freedom. Let's hit them once. That'll make Rebellion go up, but I think we've earned it. Let's focus 1 password at a time here. Planet's not doing so hot. Oxygen's going way down. What if we try like a persuasion now? Have you ever killed before, Wooter? You should know that you're already killing people as we speak. People the same as you, as your team. All of them with their own families and hopes. Innocent people whose only sin was being born on the wrong planet and ruled by the Constellar Federation. Yeah, and who have been living on the planet with the highest ratio of slaves to humans in the galaxy. You're right. What poor people? They don't... You're right. What poor people? They don't even know what it's like to do any real work. They've never worked in mines or done any kind of heavy lifting in their lives. You're really here to protect your lifestyle? That's your objective? I'm not a fan of slavery, but I can't allow the deaths of billions. Of course you can. Have you ever considered your insignificance in all of this? Why don't you just close your eyes and dream of being a martyr whilst we get on with our jobs? Wooter, I'm sorry, but you've done this to yourself. Did I make the oxygen vent faster by shooting the air? I didn't say shoot ceiling. Alright. We're losing like 6 oxygen per turn. Alright, you know what? Hit. How are you not at 0 yet? What if a persuasion here? I'm not gonna go through all this. Oh, I'll confess. Set me free, please. The first code is Aldazat. Remember passwords. Aldazat. Okay. Oxygen's getting real low here. This is bad for us. Now that Wooter's helped us, we should free them. You get to go to an escape pod now. Why are we freeing them? We're freeing them because they'll use less oxygen now. Okay. So I really doubt that we're going to make this one work right off the bat. But oxygen's gone up. Okay, I'm starting to get the system. This is what I was hoping for. We'll derive the system a little bit more quickly here. Alright, who's next? Let's work on Ford a little bit. And now, earlier in the dialogue, they said, you know, I know this old man Ford cares more about everybody in this room than he does about himself. So why don't we get to work on Claire here a little bit? We're gonna hit her and see how this affects morale. Everybody's morale goes down, but obviously rebellion risk has gone up as well. But I think rebellion risk will go way down if we free Eddie. Let's see how our oxygen is affected by this. It's just a small child. Gets to go to the escape pod. You know, if I'm gonna preach about stuff like that, preach about how you do wrong place at the wrong time, you shouldn't be killing them, then I shouldn't let that child die either, even though he could be a valuable tool to help with morale here. Alright. We need 4 passwords. That means we could probably afford to execute somebody. Now, how do we lower rebellion risk? I think we do it by persuading, right? So you think Eddie will be proud of his genocidal parents? As proud as kids on Gactus 7 are of their slaver parents, we're not teaching Edward genocide, we're creating a worthy world for him to live in. And I don't care if he ends up hating us or worshipping us, as long as he respects life and free thought. Yes, a world built on mass murder will be a good world to live in. Don't make me laugh. Okay, so their morale's gone down a little bit, but so has rebellion risk. Let's try working on Claire a little bit again. We'll persuade her. Claire, I know how much you love Eddie. Don't you dare threaten his life. Well, he's already gone. This is a threat. I'm just trying to figure out how you are possibly willing to kill millions of children. The Medusa virus will kill them first of the week. You're already forcing all the parents on Gactus 7 to watch their children freeze and decompose into cancerous fungal husks. I'm okay with that. Jeez. I'm thinking about the children, yes. I'm thinking about what kind of world we're leaving for them. Not just on Gactus 7, but all around the universe. We're becoming a society where children will see slavery as the natural way of life. I won't allow that. I won't allow our future to be shaped by monsters. Jeez Louise. Alright, Claire. I'm sorry to do this. And you know what? I'm gonna do it again. Oxygen's getting pretty low here, as you can probably tell. I'm gonna try one last persuasion. You've been lucky to be on this side of the fight, but what about the people who happen to be born on Gactus 7? We've already seen this dialogue. Alright, so that's gonna lower revolt risk. And you know what? Shaman. Goodbye, Shaman. I don't know what he just said to me, but I need this oxygen, and these people have very low morale. Alright, so we got some oxygen back. And that lowered rebellion risk as well. So let's hit Claire. She didn't seem to lose any morale from that. We can't execute her. What about offer freedom? If someone tells me a code, I'll free Claire. No one? Is this how you want to play this? Okay. So that's kind of like the beg option, it seems like, from the torture scene. It doesn't take an action point if nobody goes for it, I guess. We can't kill her. She must know that we can't kill her. We can try to hit her again. It doesn't lower anything at this point. She's already taken too much. What if we hit Frank instead? Alright, that lowers everybody's morale a little bit. Oxygen's getting pretty low. That's a problem. Someone's gonna have to die. Let's hit Frank again. Oh, we ran out of oxygen. Well, I can still try to get the antidote from the computer. What computer? This computer? Medusa, shoot, I don't know. That seems like a bad idea. There's no need for that anymore. Still try to get the passwords from the computer. I actually have no idea. Oh, there we go. We can actually click on it. Input code. All right, so we get one try here, maybe. Aldazat. Wait a minute. Did Shaman give me the passwords when I let him go? What did Shaman say? It was like, Opmahun, Bliskit, Raukars. Oh, and we got 2 more tries here. All right, so we know it starts with Aldazat, Raukars, Blizzit, Korakin. Oh man, we're gonna die. I might as well take one last crack at it. I think I'm starting to get the handle on this mission, thankfully. Aldazats, Opmahun, Raukars. I don't know. You have locked the computer. We won't be able to get the antidote. Okay, so we died. That's okay. Your attitude has been neutral. I guess I didn't really murder anybody. All right, this time will be different. I won't fail. You'd better confess quickly. And they're like, huh? All right. It's a little weird. 59% oxygen. I hate to do this, but what if we just execute the child right off the bat? I'm not happy about it, but what happens? Rebellion risk has got to go through the roof, I'm assuming. Yep, okay, so it's a bad idea to just do that right off the bat. I didn't feel good about it, okay? I just thought maybe it would be a good way to manipulate people. We're trying to save billions of lives here. Okay. So we're gonna hit the crap out of people. Wooter is pretty easy. Here's what I'm thinking. Hit Wooter a couple times. Lower the morale drastically. Wooter seems to care about himself more than anything else, which fairly justifiable given the conditions. I'm gonna threaten Eddie here in the hopes that Wooter will now decide to give me the code. Oh my god, even the threat was enough to get them to... Okay, so I'm being too aggressive here. This is how we figure out how things work though. So I think Wooter is pretty easy to work on. What about Ford? Let's try talking to Ford a little bit. I'm sure there's other ways of achieving freedom. I just can't believe that this is the solution you settled on. Not me, Liam. Not me, Liam, and I trust him. And I know you do too, Abraham. I don't see how this is any different than killing politicians or assaulting a space lab. Those killings are justified because those people were deemed bad? Are you really that naive, Sergeant? I did those things for the sake of my mission. My true objective was to stop you and put an end to the violence, and so we will, Abraham. So Ford's morale did drop a little bit there. It really seems like it's in your best interest to get people off the ship as soon as possible, though. What if we let Shaman go right off the bat? If we kill him, the rebellion risk will get high, but morale will go down. If we free him, rebellion risk will go down. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let's hit Wooter. I know that that's like my go-to trick now, but hit him. All right, and then hit him again. Ford hates seeing that. I mean, everybody dislikes it, but then we'll say, Shaman, ignore the sirens in the background coming to get me for that awful child murder I played a part in. I say we hit him one more time. I'm sorry about this, Wooter, I really am. Okay, rebellion risk is not even getting that high anymore. They're over it. I kind of wanna... Let's spend some time persuading. So let's persuade Frank a little bit here. Frank, I don't care if you don't like me, but please, you have to stop the mass murder. Mass murder? This is sacrifice, and I'm well aware that's your specialty. Don't even think about comparing my mission with your delusional struggle, Frank. Why not? It's just a matter of scale. Executing hostages to steal the Medusa virus is different than this? Eating your partners so the rest survive? Killing us to prevent genocide? Only your sacrifices are the heroic ones? We're just sacrificing a planet for the sake of civilizations. We're not only saving alien races, but humans from themselves. Call me a fool, but I believe our outcome is far better than what you're used to sacrificing. Stop pretending you know me, Frank. Let's see how morale is affected. And the fact that I'm a cold-blooded bastard doesn't make you any better. It just makes us both wrong. Alright. Everybody's morale's come down a little bit. Oxygen's getting too low. I gotta get Shaman out of here. I wonder if I offer him freedom. Let's see how this works. If someone tells me a code, I'll free Shaman. No one? Okay. Well, clearly I'm full of shit because I'm gonna free him anyway. Ungli sorbet. I don't know if those were actually the passwords. I just thought maybe I'd get super lucky. Alright, so that lowered revolt risk, drastically raised oxygen. We know that if I affect Eddie here, it's going to have a disproportionate amount of impact on everybody else. We only need 4 passwords, though. What if we persuade Wooter a little bit? Maybe try a little, you know, honey and vinegar. Alright, so a lot of this dialogue is the same here, so I'm just continuing over and over. We're going to try one last persuasion. See how it affects them. 1 second. 17. Okay. The rebellion risk is getting up a little bit, which I don't like. What if I threaten to kill, like, Claire? Or offer freedom if someone tells me a code, I'll free Claire. No one? Okay, I don't understand how this works. What if we threaten? It's really gonna raise revolt risk. Oh, someone tell me a password or I'll pull the trigger. We can't afford to, so forgive. Oh, what? Revolt risk went to... Okay, we're gonna figure this out. Let me just see. Shooting the air probably quells revolt risk, is that correct? Yes, it lowers it by 10. That's huge. Okay. Wooter. It also lowered morale for some of them. Maybe Wooter's gonna give up all by his lonesome. Maybe we should get to work on somebody else. So let's hit Claire a little bit. See how this affects revolt risk. 82. They raised it by 16. Let's hit Frank. Raised it by 6. Let's shoot our gun in the air. I'm trying a different approach this time. People's morale has gone up a little bit, except Claire's. Claire's is a lot worse. What if we come down here and hit Wooter? Right now, if you're frustrated by my play, I can understand it, but I'm just experimenting. I'm gonna hit him again. 92%. And then I'm gonna free Shaman. I think that might be like a little bit of a risky play. But I'm trying to take all their morale down kind of simultaneously here instead of getting it all at once, which might actually be a terrible idea. So, I'm gonna shoot the air. And then I think I'm gonna hit Eddie. My hope being that this won't actually cause revolt. Oh, it got just to 100. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, this mission is very, very tricky. It's all right. Keep trying it a little bit. What if we shoot the air to start with, and then we hit Eddie? I don't like doing this. It makes me feel weird, but I also want to beat the mission. So that really lowered morale across the board, and it raised revolt risk or rebellion risk by like 22. So that's pretty huge. We could free him, but I really like how that affected the morale of these people. Let's persuade Claire a little bit. Claire seems like a little bit of a weak link to me, honestly. Yeah, her morale went down. Let's persuade Frank a little bit. Hello, Frank. If I can get both of them to give up, that would be excellent. But rebellion risk is not going down all that much. I still feel like freeing Shaman is like the right thing to do. Because he seems like the least valuable member here. Like, all these other ones can be manipulated by the child, so it doesn't make sense to get rid of the child, in my opinion. Let's shoot the air. Alright, rebellion risk has gone down to the magic number. And then I'm gonna hit Eddie. I'm sorry to do it. But it's gonna lower Frank and Claire's morale to the point where I feel like it's justifiable. Ford's not doing so hot either. Let's talk to Frank again. Persuade. We've seen this dialogue again. Now I'm just playing for mechanics, not for story. Okay, Frank's down in the 38s. Let's talk to Claire. Let's persuade her. So you think Eddie will be proud of his genocidal parents? We've definitely gone down that dialogue tree before. Rebellion risk, 81%. Shoot the air. Okay. And I'm going to hit Wooter to lower everybody's morale. Willpower, I should say. Yeah, so Wooter's really in a bad place. And then we'll try persuading him a little bit. And we'll see how this affects things. 80, oh, revolt risk went up. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Let's offer Eddie's freedom. If somebody tells me a code, I'll free Eddie. No one? Okay. I really, really don't want to free Eddie yet. But I think I've got to. It gives me a little bit more maneuvering here. I don't think you have to get them necessarily down to 0% willpower, but you got to get them pretty darn close. All right, rebellion risk is way down now. Frank is about to give up. Let's persuade him. Oh. It only lowered its percent by not very much. Okay, so we're going to hit Frank. And then we're going to persuade him again. He's at 2%. I should probably be reading this, admittedly. Alright, son of a bitch, the second code is Koraquin. Okay. I could free him or kill him. I think I'm going to kill him. I did it. Oh, that's exactly why I did it, to lower Claire's morale. That's enough, I'll confess, but my password is the same as Frank's. The second code is Korakin. What? How is that possible? Alright, well, I'm gonna execute her too. Okay. Alright, Sergeant, but try to avoid violence. The third code is Op Mahoon. Okay, we have some oxygen to work with here, so let's not get too risky here. I'm gonna hit Wooter a little bit. We've got 2 of the codes. We can at least take some guesses at the other ones. Let's persuade Wooter a little bit. He's at 2%. I say we persuade him again. Let's see. Okay. The first code is Rock R's. Okay. Let's try with the computer here. Input code. It's Roke R's. Korakin. Or was it? Wait. Oh, did I just blow a chance? Oh, it is Opmahun. Well, is it? Hey, we did it! Kind of through a random guess. Good work, sir. Now let's send the antidote to Gactus 7. Whoa. Was that a good thing? Whoa, okay. I'm not sure if that was a good thing. Alright, I did beat Chapter 6. I worked it out eventually. Let's see. You killed Claire and Frank. Most people killed Shaman. I just got rid of him. Okay, most people did free Eddie. The fewest people got Shaman. Attitude was neutral. Executed. 2 hostages freed. 72%. Wow. Alright, let's see what the heck's going on here. Chapter 7, Nemesis. It's great to finally see your true colors, Burden. It's a pity we have to destroy everything to be able to open up to one another. Do you truly think you would be able to stop Xenolifer? I'm not here to destroy you, I'm here to save Xenolifer. I respect your cause, idiot. I want to help you. I'm sick of seeing the one who could lead humanity to a better era become corrupted again and again by frustration. And yet, I always return to stop you. What are you talking about? I've had this discussion with you 1,000,000 times now. I don't know why I keep dreaming I'll convince you, but I must try, hoping that one of my travels sets you on the right track. Have you lost your mind, Burden? Probably, so I'll appeal to you the only way that's ever worked. Fight me, Liam. I'll beat some reason into that twisted head of yours. This is it, Burden. I won't let you cross this line. Okay, well, we're gonna come back to this, in the next episode, but thanks for watching so far. I'm surprised that we managed to make it work, but we did. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.